Page 7, Jesus Loves You and Me. At the top of the page, they're introducing a new symbol. It's like an upside down hat or a pan or something, I'm not sure. It's a box, and that little line above it, that represents a line in the staff. If you take a look on this piece, in the first measure, in the bottom staff, you see that box that's hanging below the line? That's it. It's called a whole rest. This gets tricky. A whole rest can be the whole measure. A whole rest gets double duty. Remember I said that for every note there's a rest? Well, a whole note gets a whole rest. But a whole note gets 4 counts in 4/4 time. You won't see a whole note in 3/4 time because no measure has 4 counts in it. They only go to 3, so you can't have a whole note. But a whole rest, as I said, has double duty. It can be a whole note equal to a whole note, or it can be equal to a whole measure. That's just an easy way for him to say rest on this measure. See, in the previous pages of this book and the previous book, when one hand didn't play anything, they just left the measure blank. Well, technically that's not correct. You can't have a blank measure like that. So what do? Well, you have to wait until you introduce what the rests are. Now they're introducing it, now they can show it. Now this is the way it should be. This way the bottom staff in the first measure has 3 beats in it. It's not empty. It has 3 beats in it because that whole rest represents the 3 beats for the whole measure. And that's what all that's about. We'll talk more about rest as we go on. So this is in 3/4 time, moderately fast again, and you have this F-P going on. Well, isn't this fun? If you look at the end of the second line, you see the repeat signs. I'm telling you, you're going to play this twice. Anytime you see 2 dynamics, something dash something, you know you're going to play it twice. Because what this means is the first time you play it, you do the first dynamic. The second time you play it, you do the second dynamic. So the first time you play it, you do it loud, F, forte, loud. And the second time you do it soft for P, piano, soft. And that's what that means. Now when we do the play with me, I tend to just play it. I'm not trying to perform it. I want you to hear the notes and the rhythms. You can do the dynamics. Now on top of all that, now if you think you got it, hold on, we got more. There's more. Remember, we want to bring out the melody. The melody in this piece is in the right hand. So I'm going to play the melody of the right hand a little louder than the left hand. So here, whatever loud is, whatever, then when the left hand comes in, it's got to be softer than that. It should not cover up the F. Going on. Keep the left hand soft. That's what bringing out the melody. That's not what the FP means. I'm just telling you to bring out the melody, because when you repeat it the second time and you play it softly, that's the melody. Well, if you're going to play the melody soft, the left hand's going to have to be super duper soft, or I mean really. You got to keep the left hand really soft, just small motions there. So work on that. Now first, of course, get the notes, get the rhythms right, get everything working right. Then I suggest you add the dynamics and make sure the melody is louder than the other stuff. So put your hands in C position here. Now let's play this together. I'll give us 3 counts. Now we are going to repeat this, and I'm not doing the dynamics. You can do the dynamics. 1, ready, go.